a long time since I've been live on YouTube, and I gotta say, I've kind of missed it. This is my first time getting live on YouTube since like they changed the thing around, so like they prefer that you do a vertical video for lives. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're going to see. I'm just refreshing just to make sure that I am online here. I'm going to give a second for a couple people to show up. So, in the meantime, type in the chat and tell me, because this is all about freezer meals, right? Tell me, what is one of your favorite freezer meals to make? What is something that, I mean, you could just eat maybe every single week on your meal plan, and what other freezer meals do you guys enjoy? So I keep refreshing. I think okay, I gotta hit play. That's all I gotta do. All right. Well, I'm so glad that you guys are here. My name is Jamie, for those of you that are new here. I am a blogger, YouTuber, nutrition coach, and I have ADHD, so cooking is hard. It has become pretty hard over the past couple years, and I'm always looking for shortcuts on cooking and meal prep and everything related to food. And I'm sharing all that stuff here on YouTube and the blog and everything. So today we're talking about freezer dump meals and why they are so amazing. So first off, I have the link in the description. So after you guys leave, it's still going to be there. I have a freezer inventory sheet for you guys that you can print off totally free. So you have like a space for the item, how many you have, and like the expiration date. So you can tape this to your freezer. I've done that in the past. I honestly don't have any advice on how to keep up with it. Like I will write it all down, and then when I take something out or add something in, I kind of forget to like update it. But you know, it is here, so it's totally free. Feel free to download that later. I'm also doing a Q&A at the end. If anybody has any questions about freezer meals or cooking in general, then just type it in the chat. And if I don't answer it like in the middle of this, I will definitely save some time at the end. So, freezer dump meals and why you need them. So, for those of you that don't know, a dump meal is literally just a meal that you dump all the ingredients into, usually a slow cooker, and then you have your main course ready. And I'll give a few recipe ideas here in a little bit, but a lot of it is like you dump a few cans into your slow cooker and then any other just like random ingredients. Or if you're turning it into a freezer meal, you literally just dump all of the ingredients into the bag and then you freeze it. And then when it comes time to cook it, you sometimes you thaw it, sometimes not, but you just dump the bag into the slow cooker and let it cook all day, and then your dinner is ready. So that is a freezer dump meal. It helps to save time and everything. So we're going to talk about problems that we have because we're busy, right? We're going to talk about some of the benefits of freezer dump meals, and then we're also going to share a couple recipe ideas at the very end. So first off, our problem today is that we are really, really busy. How many of you maybe work a full-time job? Maybe you have kids, maybe they have like after school activities. It's now summertime, so maybe you guys are just really busy with all the summer stuff, and maybe you're just too overwhelmed to cook, right? That is definitely me. Like I work from home, but there's still days when I get in the kitchen and I'm like, I don't have the energy to put all of this together. So we have long work days, after school activities. Maybe we're feeling burnt out on cooking, and then we feel tempted to go grab go to food delivery or something like that because you feel like you have no time or energy to do all of that. So what is one of the solutions? Again, talking about freezer meals tonight. Freezer dump meals are healthy. You can make them as nutritious as you want to, but they're basically healthy meals you can make in advance, and they require minimal effort to cook later. Again, like I said, you dump all the ingredients into a bag, you dump all that into your slow cooker, and then a few hours later, dinner is done. So some of the benefits. One major benefit is the time savings. Now, you do spend some time up front, like putting all this stuff together. And then, I mean, it just depends on how many freezer meals that you make at once. So, I mean, if you're doing 5 meals at once, it could take maybe an hour or two. But I have found that putting or setting aside an hour or two up front to do all the hard work now, it's going to save me more time later, believe it or not, when it comes to putting everything in the slow cooker. I see some people are here already. I see Amber's Low. I'm glad that you're here. And then Brown Eyed Girl. Okay. Yeah, I sent out an email earlier. I haven't read yours yet, but I appreciate it. I might go into detail in a video later about what's going on. So anyway, yeah, saving time. So making all the meals at once can help you save time later on when it comes to making dinner. Also, with slow cooker dump meals, you could do like a prep once and then eat multiple times sort of thing. So for example, in the past, I have made like a chicken parmesan sandwich. So what I would do is put chicken in the slow cooker with like a jar of spaghetti sauce and like a few other things. And then you shred the chicken, you put it on like a sub roll, add some mozzarella and parmesan, and it's a sub sandwich. Well, you could take the leftover chicken and spaghetti sauce and you can turn it into like chicken spaghetti. So you're really getting 2 different meals out of one recipe like that. I've done that before and it is a game changer for sure. What else? Oh yeah, so chicken in general. If you make a big batch of chicken in your slow cooker, depending on what kind of seasonings you use, you could use the leftovers for like tacos. You could put them in salads. So you can take one meal and turn it into many different things, and that's going to help you save time. So again, that's number 1. The benefit is a time saver. Number 2, it's going to help you save money. And part of that is you'll save money on takeout. Maybe a lot of us are just, we say we're so busy that we have to order food delivery, and that can get expensive after a while. I know somebody who almost every day at work, she would order delivery. And the meal itself might not be too bad, maybe $10, but then you put in the delivery fee and then you add in a tip as well, and that can get really expensive. So $25 a day, I mean, multiply that by 5 days in a week, and that is a lot of money. So if you were to take even like half that money and put it toward actual groceries and then take some time to make those freezer meals, that could potentially save you a ton of money. One way to help save money on that is buying different items in bulk. So chicken, like you can buy the big family pack of chicken breasts. Sometimes I will find them marked down. Like if you go to your grocery store early enough in the day, sometimes they will have marked down or clearance deals. If you can get them for that super low price, then like buy as much as you can, because you can even just freeze the chicken by itself and then pull it back out again later to make freezer meals if you want to. So that can also help you save money making freezer meals. And then also another benefit, it helps you to eat more nutritious foods. So again, like with certain restaurants, yeah, you could eat healthy foods and some of it is pretty nutritious, but I think you get a lot more benefit out of cooking your own food. A lot of it's just because you can control the amount of ingredients you put in there. Like if you're watching your sodium intake, you know what ingredients are in each one, and then you can control how much salt you put in it and all that other good stuff as well. So other healthy options for freezer dump meals, like I've made chicken stir fry, lentil soup, any kind of like soup or chili, anything that has a lot of vegetables in it. So it helps you to eat more nutritious foods. And then lastly, freezer dump meals can help you to reduce food waste. So how many times have you bought different like vegetables and you say, "Oh, I'm going to put this in my meal. I'm going to chop it up and I'm definitely going to eat it later." And then you don't. I kind of have 2 bags of spinach in the fridge right now. One of them is unopened, the other one is half full, and I don't think I'm going to use either of them. And that's really bad. But hey, it happens. I know I probably have a cute. Why do I buy cucumbers if I know I'm not going to eat them? I sliced up one the other day and I had a couple slices with my dinner. And then after I ate them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't buy cucumbers because I'm just not a huge fan. Okay, anyway, so if you were to take those ingredients and put them in a bag and freeze them, like just, hey, I've got a bunch of like broccoli, or maybe I've got a bunch of spinach as well that needs to get used up soon. You can throw it in a bag with some chicken and maybe some other ingredients. Maybe turn it into some kind of soup. I don't know. But take all that and put it in the freezer. And then that way, once it's frozen, it won't go bad, or at least it won't go bad that quickly, right? So yeah, 4 different benefits. You save time, you save money, you eat more nutritious foods, and you reduce food waste. So yeah, oh my gosh, when's the last time I made freezer meals? I think it's been a couple of weeks. I did make a few weeks ago, I guess it was, and I'm pretty sure I've used all of them. So I got to get back into it again, especially after we get back from vacation. Like I'm leaving tomorrow for vacation for a few days, and then when I get back, I'm going to be changing some things around in my diet, and like it's kind of overwhelming. So I need to have a plan, and part of that will probably include making freezer meals. Okay, so a few different easy, like really easy recipes that you could do. One is like salsa chicken, and this recipe has like 3 ingredients, okay? It's just chicken breast and then a packet of taco seasoning or whatever seasonings you like, and then some salsa, maybe 1 cup of salsa. Add all of that into a bag. You can freeze it, and then when you're ready to cook it, just dump all the ingredients into the slow cooker. And then after a few hours, you shred it. You can add it to tacos or salads, basically anything like Mexican related. Another one is chili. And honestly, I don't think you can mess up chili. I put so many random different things in chili, but you know, a base recipe, just take beans. It could be kidney beans or black beans, whatever your favorite is. Tomatoes, maybe diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes, any kind of seasoning. Maybe you have a packet of chili seasoning or whatever your favorites are, and then like pepper and onion. Put all that into a bag. Chili and soup freezes really well, either cooked or uncooked, doesn't matter. Now, usually one tip that I will add though is that if you're freezing soups, like if you're freezing it uncooked, like you're going to dump it onto the slow cooker, if it requires a lot of liquid, I would wait until you actually cook it to put the liquid in the slow cooker, because I've tried adding like 4 or 5 cups of water to my freezer bag and then it won't close. So I learned my lesson from that. So just write on the bag, like if you need to add 4 cups of water to the slow cooker, just write it on the bag, and that way you'll know to add it when the time comes. So those 2 meals, definitely, I do those quite often. So those are a couple of ideas. All right, so again, I'm almost done here. So if you guys have any questions, you can type them in the chat. I will, if I'm not live when you ask it, I will type it back. I will get back to you and type it out, so don't worry. One thing I do want to mention, if you are looking for ideas, I do have a freezer meal, like a dump meal plan using ingredients from Aldi. That link is in the description too. It leads to my Etsy store, but this thing has like 5 different recipes. It's got a grocery list, and then it has the prep plan. So it shows you step by step like what ingredients to put in each bag, and it'll take you through everything. So at the very end, you'll have like 9 or 10 meals to put in the freezer, and it'll take between 1 to 2 hours to do, which it was not that bad. And having all those meals in my freezer, it really, really helped. So again, you can check out that link in the description. So we've got that. Stephanie, you say you love making big batches of soups, bean and ham soup. That sounds really good. Split pea and ham, and then borscht. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry. Yeah, soups are amazing. I think for the next time I do freezer meals, I don't know if I want to do any soups right now because I'm not a fan of soups in the summertime, but definitely chicken. Lots of chicken stuff, probably some vegetarian meals. So I've got that. All right. So freezer dump meals, let me know if you're going to make any anytime soon. I just wanted to get on and share why I love them so much and why you guys need to make freezer meals too. So if you have any other ideas on things you want me to go live on, because I want to come back at least once a month to do some of these for you guys. So if there's anything you want more info on, let me know, and then I will put it in the next live video. Or if you just want like a general Q&A, then I can totally do that as well. All right, I need to go finish packing. We're leaving somewhat early tomorrow. So again, if you have any other questions, just post them in here and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.